Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast. Introducing your host from New York, here is Sam Roberts.
Here we are, it's Ringside Fest 2017, and I'm with the man, Big Cass. As always, Big Cass, what's the haps?
What's the haps? Just hanging out, interacting with the fans, and back in New York City.
Well, I see they're bringing you flowers and stuffed animals.
None of this is for Alexa Bliss. This is all for me.
Yeah.
The flowers were, man, they were great.
When you're doing an autograph signing with Alexa Bliss, is there any sort of like a little attention for me? Because I'm sure everybody's bringing her gifts and everybody's trying to, bring her flowers and.
Yeah, everybody just kind of wants to, chew the fat with me a little bit, get an autograph. Hey, thanks. How's everything going? But she gets all these gifts, bouquets of flowers, teddy bears, cakes. It's like, wow,
it's too much.
Yeah.
What have you been doing in your time while you've been injured? Because you always, hear about that schedule, and I think we've talked about the schedule before. It's even when you're in NXT, right? With the Performance Center, it's like every day. When you're on the road, every day, and then you're injured, and it's like obviously rehabs every day, but other than that, you're at home, man. What are you doing with yourself?
So just bought a new house in Tampa, so
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah. So pretty much I'm rehabbing twice a day, and then I'm training with Rob McIntyre. That's John Cena's trainer, getting back in shape, lifting wise, and then kind of just hanging around the house, fantasy football. I'm brushing up on my Spanish, so when I come back, I'll be a little better at Spanish.
Oh my God, that's more so you can be that guy because WWE is a worldwide company.
Yeah, I mean, I took 4 semesters in college, and after that 4th semester, I was pretty good, but I haven't had any practice since. So just going back and trying to brush up on it and trying to get good at it again. Yeah,
and I would imagine, hearing that is probably the company's probably like, yeah, this is exactly what we want out of somebody who's making the most out of his time, right?
Yeah, just trying to maximize my time. I mean, I do watch football on Sundays and play PlayStation, so it's not all.
What are you playing?
I just play Madden, or I play the show.
Football guy.
Yeah, I just play I create myself and then make myself the best player in the world. Break every record.
There is actually a video game where you could play as you're already in the game.
Well, that's true, yes. I do play that from time to time.
2K18?
Yeah, but Big Cass is, he plays for the Yankees and he plays for the Jets, and, he's doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
He's in the beginning stages, though, so I'm trying to become like a Hall of Famer in both sports.
So you got to put the Jets on your back, right?
No, the Jets are doing pretty well so far in mine. I'm in my 3rd season, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what? But you're not watching Stranger Things?
Not watching Stranger Things. I'm catching up. Watching Billions.
That's a great show.
Catching up on Thrones. I'm way behind on that. And then I was very, very passionately into the Yankees. They, had my heart. They had my attention for so long, and then now that's gone. So now I have to fill that void.
A lot of Yankees fans were saying that because of the road the Yankees were on, that because they weren't supposed to be in that series at all, this was supposed to be a rebuilding year, that everything was icing, so that it wasn't that bad when they lost. But I still feel like that had to be heartbreaking.
I guess that is true. Even in the one-game playoff, when Didi hit that home run, I'm surprised my neighbors didn't call the police when he hit that home run. But I won that, and it's like, well, we're going to play Cleveland, so I'm expecting this to not go well in the first 2 games. And then they came back and won that series. And then we got so far where you could say that it was just like, it's just icing. But, man, when you get that far and you're up 3-2, one win away from the World Series, and they lost. You kind of felt like they belonged.
Right.
They should have been in there.
Right. Because it becomes a Cinderella story, right? It's more than just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Now we're the Cinderella story.
But you got to give credit to the Astros, man. Going down 3-2 back home, and Verlander just shut the door on them. And then Game 7, they couldn't hit. But I expect great things in the future from the New York Yankees. But I really going back to Houston, I thought that they had it.
So do you watch WWE when you're out, or is it like a little too much? Like I keep aware of what the product is. 'Cause I know, like, for instance, when I'm doing radio, right, and I can't go in for a week, I don't like to listen. Like, I don't like to listen to shows I'm not on not because they're not doing an awesome job, because they are, but because I'm not there.
Yeah, I told myself when I got hurt that I wasn't going to watch, but every Monday I just find myself 8 o'clock tuning in. I just have to. I mean, I've been a fan my whole life, so I try to stay away from it, but I have to watch.
So do you have any visions for what the Cass comeback is going to look like?
Every day, man.
You do?
Yeah. Driving to rehab, and while I'm at rehab, I have many, many visions.
And do you write them down? Like, do you have a notebook of, like...
They're all here.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, but I have plenty of visions for how I want to return, and few people I want to, make an impact with.
Yeah, you do. What is that like in your head? Because obviously, like, I watched, and I kind of, and it's probably because, we know each other a little bit, and, like, as soon as it happened on Raw, I think some people thought it was part of the storyline, but I could kind of see in your face that, like, oh, no, like, this is real life. And eventually, I think you kind of let go of everything and just said, like, I'm in this moment, and this sucks.
Yeah.
So what is that for those of us who have never, had an injury like that? What is the moment feel like? Do you know immediately?
I knew immediately when I hit the floor. I felt it pop. I heard it pop. And then when I got up, it just couldn't put weight on it. And I knew right away. And then I told the ref I tore my ACL, but I think I could finish. And that just didn't happen. The second I collapsed, he told me to get out of the ring. And that's when reality set in. The second I rolled out, all I'm thinking is 8 to 9 months, I'm gone. Like,
you knew. I
was on the way up. I just defeated the Big Show at SummerSlam. I'm rocking and rolling.
And to me, the Enzo match was obviously like that was the end of that. That felt like the end of that story. Like, we're doing this now to move on. I thought that in my head the story was now you move on to the next thing, and that's why for me I was like, no, not now.
Now it's just a huge setback. That's all I was thinking was, this is a huge setback, man. And I was just very angry, very emotional. That's who I am as a person, man. Like, Big Cass is going to be emotional in that situation, and me as a human being, aside from Big Cass, is going to be emotional in that situation. So that's just how I reacted. I was very angry, very emotional, and just the thought of I always wanted to be here, to be doing this finally on my own. Things are rocking and rolling. I'm on the way up, and then this happened, and all I'm thinking is 8 to 9 months on the shelf, and that's just that's who I am, man. I'm an emotional person. I just got emotional.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a guy too. It's like you think about it. You're a competitive guy. You're an athlete, and your body is your tool. So for this moment, not only are you not in control of your athleticism anymore, you're not in control of your body. It all gets all you can do is get frustrated.
Yeah.
But as a fan, as somebody who grew up watching this, do you also flash forward and think of all the kind of successful comebacks that have happened after stuff like this? Because there have been a lot of people who get that and they're on their way up, but it's almost like when they come back, they get to be a step further because fans are aware of the potential that was there.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to come back bigger, better, stronger than ever, and that's the goal right now, is just getting in the gym, rehabbing, coming back better, stronger than ever, and that's just how I want to come back, make an impact, just kind of right off the bat, boom.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the thing of, like, as a guy who was cemented as a tag superstar, to have this time really, I think, is going to allow you to come back as, this is Cass, singles Cass. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. It sets me apart for a while. Kind of just breaks away from that tag team in people's minds because now they're not seeing that, and it definitely it will do that, but it's definitely very unfortunate that I'm not around.
Although you're not going to miss TV time because you got Total Divas, right?
That's true.
You're on this season of Divas?
Yes, I am with Carmella, yeah.
What is it? Are you ready for that relationship to be as public as Divas makes relationships?
I signed up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll be out there.
Was that weird for you to be a reality show guy?
It was very weird for me.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine having cameras on you all the time.
Yeah, very, very weird for me. But, I'm sure this season's going to be a hell of a season, and I'm sure me and Carmella are going to add to it.
Yeah. Do you think people are talking about a Ms. Maurice spin-off show? Would you want to do a Cass Carmella spin-off?
We'll see. Only time will tell.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. Well, Cass, I'm glad. It looks like you're doing better.
Yeah, I'm in way better spirits than I was back in Barclays Center. That's for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
And do we know around when you might be healthy enough, or is it one of those things where the rehab just...
I'm right on schedule from what the surgeon said, so should be shortly after WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Well, still, it's going to happen. It's going to be soon, and I appreciate you sitting down, man.
Thank you very much. I
Thanks
appreciate you.
Dude.
Thank you.